Saugus Iron Works, forging America's industrial beginnings, where the sparks of American industry first flew. Imagine the clang of hammer on anvil, the hiss of molten iron, and the rhythmic hum of water-powered bellows echoing through a New England forest. This isn't the steel mills of 19th century Pittsburgh or the modern factories of the Rust Belt. It's Saugus Iron Works, Massachusetts, in the mid-1600s. Long before the Industrial Revolution swept across America, this quiet riverside site was the birthplace of the nation's iron and steel industry, laying the foundation for the technological might that would shape a continent. Yet despite its enormous influence, the story of Saugus Iron Works is rarely front and center in America's historical narrative. Let us step back in time and explore how this colonial forge helped spark a nation's industrial ambitions. The colonial dream, building an iron industry in the New World. In the early 17th century, the Massachusetts Bay Colony was growing rapidly. The settlers needed nails, tools, horseshoes, and weapons, not to mention the iron hoops, pots, and pans that made daily life possible. Importing iron goods from England was expensive and slow. The answer? Build an ironworks right in the heart of the new colony. In 1646, English investors and local Puritans founded the Saugus Iron Works on the banks of the Saugus River, just north of Boston. They brought over skilled iron workers from England, along with the latest technology, blast furnaces, forges, and water wheels. For the first time, New England would be home to a full-scale iron-making operation, using local bog iron ore, limestone, and vast forests for charcoal. Innovation on the Saugus River. What made Saugus Iron Works revolutionary wasn't just the fact that it produced iron, it was the way it did so. The site was a marvel of colonial engineering, introducing several key innovations to North America. Blast furnace. Saugus boasted the first successful blast furnace in English America, capable of smelting iron ore at high heat to produce pig iron. Water power. Water wheels powered massive bellows and hammers, harnessing the river's flow to drive production in an era before steam engines. Integrated operations. The ironworks included a forge, rolling and slitting mill, warehouse, and even a casting house, making it a self-sufficient industrial complex. Skilled labor. The site attracted craftsmen from England, including ironmasters, founders, and forgemen, whose expertise seeded future American industry. At its peak, Saugus Iron Works produced about 1 ton of iron per week, a remarkable feat for its time. Life at the forge, community, and challenge. Saugus Iron Works was more than a factory. It was a bustling community. Workers and their families lived on site in small cottages. The ironworkers were a diverse bunch, including English, Scottish, and possibly even enslaved African laborers. Their lives were tough. The work was hot, noisy, and dangerous, but it offered wages and skills that were rare in the colonies. The ironworks also faced stiff challenges: technical setbacks, labor disputes, fires, and financial mismanagement. The ironmasters clashed with local Puritans, who were wary of outsiders and the rowdy lifestyle associated with industrial workers. After less than 25 years, the operation closed in the early 1670s, a victim of debt and adversity. Legacy. Saugus's enduring impact on America. Though its operational life was brief, Saugus Iron Works left an indelible mark on American history. Technological know-how. The skills and knowledge brought by Saugus workers spread throughout New England and beyond, laying the groundwork for America's later iron and steel boom. Economic growth. The ironworks showed that colonial America could support heavy industry, encouraging future investment and innovation. Cultural exchange. The site reflected early America's mix of cultures, skills, and ambitions, and demonstrated how communities could be built around shared labor and enterprise. Rediscovery and preservation. For centuries, the site lay forgotten, buried under fields and forest. In the 1940s, archaeologists and local historians began uncovering its remains, piecing together the story of America's first integrated ironworks. Today, the Saugus Iron Works National Historic Site is a living museum with reconstructed blast furnaces, water wheels, blacksmith shops, and interpretive trails. Visitors can watch costumed interpreters forge iron, explore the original foundations, and walk the riverside paths where America's industrial journey began. Why Saugus matters today. In an era obsessed with technological innovation, Saugus Iron Works reminds us that American ingenuity and industry have deep roots. It's a place where you can see, hear, and feel the sparks that ignited a nation's transformation. By remembering Saugus, we honor the forgotten craftsmen and visionaries who helped lay the foundation for everything from skyscrapers to railroads. So next time you think of America's industrial might, look beyond the factories and smokestacks of the 19th century. Remember the quiet Massachusetts riverbank where the first sparks flew and the future was forged, one hammer blow at a time.